Namaste and welcome. You're listening to Kahaniyat, where we turn news into narratives and questions into conversations. Today, we bring to you a rather interesting analogy shared by none other than the Honorable Home Minister, one that's bound to make you pause, think, and maybe smile in disbelief. And if you're still not confused enough, well, let the confusion begin. Trains are late, flights are delayed, but apparently in India, populations are also running late or maybe running fast, depending on who's counting, you see. So here's something that caught my eye today. The Union Home Minister, speaking at an event by Dainik Jagran, said that the rise in India's Muslim population isn't because of fertility rates, it's because of large-scale infiltration. Meanwhile, Hindu population is supposedly declining. Yes, you heard that right. Now hold on, let's unpack that. According to a report in the Indian Express, Shah said, since 1951, the census shows the Muslim population rising at 24.6%, while the Hindu population is declining at a rate of 4.5%. And this, he said, isn't about births and deaths. It's about, well, guess who? Infiltration. To sound extra authentic, he even brought out the partition narrative, claiming that when India and Pakistan were divided on religious lines, people kept moving across borders, and that's why the numbers are changing. But here's where it gets interesting. He says India was divided into two Pakistans, one on each side, and that infiltration is happening from both directions. Now, that's just not bad geography, that's tragic logic. Because if that's true, Gujarat and Rajasthan should also be teeming with infiltrators, but they are not. And of course, the Honorable Home Minister reminds us that Gujarat and Rajasthan also share borders, but no infiltration there. None. And we ought to believe him because, well, he's the Home Minister. It's just that logic somehow infiltrates reason. So maybe the infiltration isn't happening across border, it's actually happening across common sense. He also went on to justify the government's approach detect, delete, deport to clean up the voter list. He also added that while the Citizenship Amendment Act and SIR, that is the Special Intensive Revision, are being used by the opposition as political tools to divide the nation, the ruling party, of course, remains entirely apolitical. Entirely. And of course, he defended the Citizenship Amendment Act, saying it's about giving citizenship and not taking it away. Got it. Clear as mud, or maybe murkier. Now pause for a second. When someone like Sonam Wangchuk follows Gandhian principles, speaks up for democracy or highlights social issues, he suddenly becomes a threat to national security. He gets arrested, charged, silenced. But the Home Minister, standing on a national platform, can point fingers at an entire community and we are supposed to just nod along? Let's talk history for a moment. Since he loves chronology, let's set one straight. Back in 1885 to 1905, the moderates of the Indian National Congress believed in prayers, petition and protest, peaceful constitutional methods to bring change and reforms. Then came Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who urged the country to educate, agitate and organize, words that didn't just awaken minds but redefined equality itself. And of course, there is Gandhi, who spoke of peace, coexistence and the moral duty to see humanity in everyone. So if we follow that line of evolution from prayer, petition, protest to educate, agitate, organize and now to detect, delete, deport, what does it tell us where we are headed? From empowering people to actually dividing them? And here's the thing, if the Home Minister is using data from 1951 to 2011, the last published census, where's this new data coming from? If infiltration is happening at such a massive scale, shouldn't the ministry be answering how? After all, it's been over 11 years with the same Home Minister at the center. So if infiltration is happening, it's happening right under his nose. Should he be the one answering for it? And if voter lists are being cleaned up, are we doing it transparently or selectively? Leaders enjoy certain privileges under the Constitution. They can speak, deliberate and express freely, but when their words create fear or pit one group against another, accountability doesn't just disappear. Because when ordinary citizens are jailed for dissent, how is it that those in power can spread suspicion without consequence? Now here's the big picture. Democracy isn't fragile because people vote differently. It becomes fragile when people stop asking questions, when numbers are used not to inform but to divide. Progress was never built on fear mongering, it was built on awareness, dialogue, and coexistence. So, the next time someone waves a statistic or tells you who to fear, pause and ask, are they protecting democracy or performing for it? Because numbers don't divide people, narratives do. And that's what we at Kahaniyat keep trying to remind ourselves and you, that stories shape societies. This isn't about who shouts the loudest, it's about who listens, who learns, and who remembers. That unity is still this nation's strongest chronicle. Until next time, do share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this conversation made you think, please like, share, and subscribe to Kahaniyat because stories are meant to be heard and remembered.